The mission statement of our agency is to create a taxpayer. Creating two words, creating taxpayers. That's our mission statement. That's what we're all about. The key to, I think, our operation is when you're coming out of prison, here's your resume. You've got a gap in there. Where have you been for the last 5 years? Our idea is to get you a job. So we have a cleaning company that will clean and maintain property. And that building, that state building, is a tremendous thing. We clean all of their parking lots. We're the state apprenticeship program for hotel, restaurant workers for the entire state. So the agreement we have, if we can get them up to scale of doing what they do by way of training, we automatically have all the union jobs. Come on in. Hop over or something. Or we've always tried to create delis, or we've always tried to create storefronts, copy centers, computer store, would serve the neighborhood. And then when they see that you're putting in something in the neighborhood, then they're quite happy. And then you can put whoever you want to put upstairs, fine. But you've got to do something here that it serves the neighborhood.
A lot of our women here in our program now, in the Women's Transitional Program, are interested in educational goals as far as employment and GED, and some wants to go to college. But the job training program itself offers various jobs throughout Housing Works. And that's what makes it an excellent source of employment for people living with HIV and AIDS, and for people with criminal backgrounds, and for people who have been homeless, and for people who the quote-unquote average society won't hire. The job training program accepts. You may want to advance your education, such as bachelor's degrees, associate degrees, even master's, however far your health can take you, to allow society to know that, you know what, Housing Works does work, and its job training program does work, and people living with HIV and AIDS are employable today.
There's definitely more male beds out there in shelters. We don't have enough for people coming out because they come back homeless. Women don't have the skills that men have to find employment, so it takes a longer time for them because they're usually the caretakers of their children, and they have a lot of complex issues. So to have them in a house in transition where we're still with them, we can help them learn how to transition back into the community and be an active participant, a healthy participant in the community, and help them even with guiding with their children.
The MOMS program has helped me a great deal. I'm currently going to school at night for medical assisting. My daughter goes to daycare during the daytime. I don't know, I think that being here in this apartment complex with Beth and Donna, it's kind of like hard to put into words because it's just a relief. I didn't think that I was going to be able to have my son and my daughter when I came home because I didn't have anywhere to go.
Our major focus is to work with folks to begin to build back a foundation on which they can base a healthy and empowered life that engenders self-respect, that encourages people to take responsibility for the things that they do and the things that they feel, that puts people back into a place where they're going to become a partner in their communities and can feel good and strong about what they do and how they do it. It's almost impossible to do that when people are homeless. So the housing piece in this program is a crucial link in being able to rebuild in folks the ability to take care of themselves, to build the skills that they need to be able to manage their lives, and to learn how to learn the skills that are necessary for them to take control of themselves.
My ultimate goal is just to, to be the person that I am today, to be there for my children, to be there for my family, to be there most importantly for myself, and not to look back. Sometimes it's okay, to think about where you came from, to, like that mental ruler, to see the progress you made, but just to stay right where I'm at, man, and to stay close to this program. Well, we just had a cookout, a couple of weeks ago, and the Christmas parties and you know what I'm saying? And for somebody that's in jail that, don't have family, don't have no support on the outside, really want to get in a program like that. And like for people that are starting programs, I'd say, put your heart in it first. You know what I mean? Because that's, I'm and I'm not like trying to sell the program, but that's what the program is all about.
When you move in here, you sit down with your case manager and draw out an action plan on what your plan is to, what you want to do once you get here. So basically, when you agree to move in here, you're agreeing to eventually either go to school, find work, and whatever you have a problem with, that's where the case managers come in. They're very resourceful with things like that.
I spent 24 of the last 30 years in prison. All right, I'm 52. I'll be 53 years old tomorrow. And this is the first time in my life that I feel like, I'm really taking advantage, the good advantage of living. I don't have to do a lot of things, but what I do, I have fun doing. Like I said, I work for Fortune with the ATI program with young kids who, unfortunately, are going through what I went through years ago. We're just trying to put a stop to it right now before it escalates to something worse. And like I said, I have my own apartment. I've had an apartment since April. That's a good experience to have your own, And what I found out too, my family now, they look at me in a different light. They don't look at me like expecting me to fail. For once in life, they're like really proud of me.
The one thing that's good about Fortune Society is that, I don't even feel, they make me feel like a person, like I belong somewhere. And that's a feeling that's horrible for a person, that they don't belong anywhere. So immediately when I came to the door, they welcomed me with open arms, as if we was family. Right now, my major goal is to seek gainful employment, that way I can support myself, on my own. Second thing I would like to do is get my own apartment. And, both of those, they're realistic goals, but they're going to be hard goals to fulfill, though. But I'm ready for the fight.